What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the red color, playing as Ra. His name is Mariano. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Uranus. His name is Ridu. The map is Blue Lagoon. This is game number 2 of this best of 5 show match on Overhaul patch, and we get to see something very, very different here today. Ladies and gentlemen, both these players are playing two of the most changed, most reworked civilizations on Overhaul patch. We're going to be watching Uranus coming through for Ridu. We're going to talk about these changes in a hot second. You're already going to be noticing something a little bit different. And also Mariano playing Ra. Let's start off with the big Ra changes here, ladies and gentlemen. Ra no longer gets an empowerment bonus. Ra's empowerment bonus has been reworked into a focus on heroes, doing damage to myth units, being stronger in general, being faster. Very, very exciting. Very exciting god to play, and very interesting to see how it's going to be going. You will notice that this Ra Priest is booking it across the map here. He's got 4.32 speed. He's got a butt ton more HP. Still the damage quite low, but the boost is actually in myth unit bonus damage. It does an extra 400% on top of the already 800% bonus damage versus myth units. So it hits like a truck when it's hitting myth units. However, its range has been reduced to 0. So this is effectively a melee ranged unit, which is quite speedy and really destroys myth units very quickly and easily, though it can be focused fired down and get taken out. So this is the big change for Ra. But for those of you who haven't quite caught up with the Overhaul patch, Ra and Egyptian have also had a big change to their overall game strategy. So on 5.0, one of the big ways that people would play Egyptian would be to play really turtly, play super defensively, get themselves up a trade route, and then spam Mercenary to find their advantage and win the late game, or keep themselves alive. Ra doesn't need to do that. Egyptian doesn't need to do that anymore because, well, for two reasons. Well, one, they can't do it anymore because Mercenary have been effectively removed from their trainable units. But what Ra can do, or what Ra does get, and what Egyptian does get, is a boosted gather rate, which means they're going to have a lot more resources early on, which is a big help to their economy early, allowing them to do things like classical fighting without feeling like they're falling behind because they didn't get a second town center, doing things like timing attacks. That feels really good. Trying to actually play the game, get out on the map and wall the map up and try and secure the map that way. Lots of fun things for the early game for Egyptian. Now, while we're still going on, before these players are clicking up to the next age, we do see Ridu looking like he's probably going for a fast second town center. We'll see if this is going to work out for him. But one big thing that's changed for Uranus is that, and Atlantean, is that the civilian units, they now cost 2 population. They now have slower gather rates because they cost 2 population. It's not this gather rate here. They cost less resources. And it's just a little bit more fun for the economy of Atlantean in this situation for them, as we do see the citizens coming up onto this town center, going to be getting that one up pretty quickly. We see the temple coming down now for Ridu, as well as Bast is on the way for Mariano, so he's going to be enjoying those myth units in this game. We'll see how it's going to go. One relic has been uncovered here. This is the Fetters of Fenrir. This is a hunt bonus relic. It's actually quite good after all is said and done. So Ridu getting himself up this second town center. Hopefully he gets this up. This is a little bit cheesy against Ra because Ra has got this priest, as we found another relic, the Head of Orpheus. This is actually an incredibly busted relic. This relic is absolutely busted for Uranus. It's very similar to Loki finding Hall of Fame. I believe this relic gives all of the citizen. No, not citizen. As the Pharaoh priest moving forward, villagers coming forward as well. This is Oh no. Is it going to get up? It gets up! It gets up as the villagers garrison in. Mariano makes a huge blunder moving forward. We'll have to talk about exactly what happened there. But Redo gets his town center up. He's completely safe. Eclipse is down as the Sphinx is moving forward. We do see some barracks coming up for Mariano. It's not all safe here for Redo moving forward in this game after that early game kind of mistake from Mariano. But we do see Spearmen starting to come out as the Sphinx is searching around for things to kill. 6.36 speed is very, very fast. And these Citizen, they die much faster than on 5.0. Why? Because they're only 2 population. They're much less valuable. So they die much faster. So we see one Citizen already going down as a hero. Oracle is out. And we need to talk about this now as Redo, he can't defend until he hits the classical age. You need to get to the classical age before you actually can start fighting on this patch. Archaic attacking for anything other than villages has been disabled. As the units are now out, we do see a counter barracks and a military barracks coming down for Redo here as he's going to attempt to defend himself. We do see some Citizen coming out, going to attempt to grab the elephants on the front here as the Spearmen coming through, going to be looking for some villager kills as this Citizen gets pushed back. Mariano on the offensive already as Redo's Citizen. It will be going down here if he's not too careful, as it does. Oh, it's so close. He does manage to garrison that one there as the Spearmen going to be getting taken out. We'll see what units Redo's going to be attempting to build here as he gets himself out. A Murmillo, he wants to be getting himself out those Terma as well. It seems Terma have been changed as well at this point. To be honest, I feel like it wouldn't be a bad idea to be making himself some Arcus here, given the fact that there's so many Spearmen out for Mariano. We'll have to wait and see how things are going to go. But both players ignoring this relic. Wait, let me just double check that this relic is what I say it is. Head of Orpheus. Let me move up here and move this over here so I can kind of see what's happening. I need to figure out Head of Orpheus. Infantry and archers move 5% fast. That's what the relic does. I did tell did tell the players before this game that they're more than welcome to pause and look up what the relic actually does if they're not sure, and then start the game again. But that's totally fine. If they want to ignore 5% boosted speed, that's fine. No worries. Sacred Cat's coming through. Cryosphinx coming through for Mariano as well. More Promethean are coming out. Now the big changes that are in for the Atlantean is that the Terma is 3 population and it's got a track rating of 6, which means it can hit the 5.3 speed Cryosphinx. It can hit anything below or at 6 speed or below, which is really, really good. As we do see up here, another Citizen getting taken out. Citizen, you have to be really careful with him. 105 HP is a significant reduction in the HP that Citizen normally have on Verbally Balanced Patch 5.0 and on Extended Edition. So raiding an Atlantean, you get a lot more value out of it, as Redo is now at 90 population. Rain has come through here for Mariano as he's going to be throwing the armory down there at this point. Look at the difference in civilian unit count, though. 25 civilian units for Redo to 30 for Mariano. So Redo is effectively at 50 villages here at this moment in the game. Mariano only at 30. So that's a 20 villager difference here at this moment as we see the Murmillo trying to bash through these barracks. Great decision here from Redo. Going to be leaving the barracks, allowing the Promethean to take this one down. As Redo sees this relic, still ignoring that one. Oh, no, there he goes, picks it up as the Citizen going to be pulling back. We're going to be seeing these units starting to fly around the map, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited to see. Hopefully it works. I mean, I have kind of tested everything, but or he's not going to put it into the temple as the other option here. As more farms coming up. Another thing here is that the farms are considerably cheaper at 130 wood, which might be a little bit on the cheap side. I'm not 100% sure. These might need to be more like 150 wood, but I don't know. As we do see the hero Murmillo pushing forward, going to be taking the Cryosphinx out here. Hathor on the way for Mariano as he decides Hathor over Sekhmet here. A little bit surprised about that one, just because he's against Atlantean and the Pitsukos is, and I guess Locust against the new Atlantean civilian units might actually find a ridiculous amount of value. There is a chance. As what are these villagers doing down here from Redo? He has snuck in. We see a marker coming up. It looks like Mariano is going to be rushing the Mythic Age here as well, as Mariano coming up here to defend. It does look like Redo wants to put some pressure on as he's trying to get to the Heroic Age here. Armory coming down on this position as well. We'll see which god he wants to go. I guess he's going to go through Thea here, but Hyperion might be an option as well. As let's take a look at the speed of these units. No, apparently that's not. Oh, he didn't put the relic in the temple. That's why. Yeah, that's why. In order to get the benefit of a relic, you need to put it in the temple. You can't just hold it. As Redo has swarmed Mariano on this position here. Mariano here has got 44 population, and he is about to be gold starved, ladies and gentlemen, from Redo's pressure at this point. He has not managed to really utilize that big economic boost that he gets in this game, and he has unfortunately not found the win here. He went for the cheese on the town center instead of playing it a little bit more safe. He was really close here, and that town center would have been denied, and Redo probably would have tapped out at the 5-minute mark here, but instead Mariano has to find a different way to play. I don't think the game was at all lost here. I do think that this strategy that Mariano went for, however, was a little bit suspicious, a little bit dubious, to say the least. But an exciting one to just watch how these guys are managing everything. But now Redo has found himself 2 wins to 0 in this best of 3. One more win, and he does find the victory in this series. If you guys enjoying it, please let me know. Hit the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.